Hey juniors, it's Miss Forte. Listen, I just wanted to tell you a couple of things before you get started with making your dog. There is the video that follows is my mom and I making a dog, and we've come up with a couple of suggestions for you when you're choosing your fabric. So remember, I was telling you guys what a fat quarter looks like. It kind of looks like this. It's just a square of fabric. My sister and I went to Joann's over the weekend, and we found some fat quarters that were really cute that we purchased. So you can find these relatively inexpensively. They range somewhere between like $1.80 and like $3, something like that. Okay, so my sister wanted me to tell you a little bit about directional fabric because she was appalled by the fact that the dog that I made had the Star Wars characters upside down. And she was like, Michelle, why didn't you fix that? And I was like, well, I wasn't even thinking about it. So she wanted me to mention to you that there is directional fabric. Something like this doesn't have a direction. Doesn't matter which way you turn it, the pattern is still going to make sense. So if you have a pattern like something like this has fa la las on it, but the fa la las don't go in any kind of direction or anything like that. So that is non-directional fabric. However, some of you might pick up fabric like I did and screwed it up that is directional. Okay, so here are the little Christmas trees here, and you can see that if you turn this bad boy upside down, you would have upside down Christmas trees. And they may not even look like Christmas trees anymore because you turned them upside down. So if you are looking at fabric, you want to try to find non-directional fabric, or if you have directional fabric, you want to make sure that when you cut it out, that you cut it out appropriately so that all of the stuff is in the right direction. So just FYI, when you're buying fabric, that is a really good option. Also, when you are going to cut this out, what you want to do is just fold over the fabric, okay? So you're going to take the fabric, pull it apart, fold it over, and that way when you make two of your dogs, you're making two of the right sides. So that way when you go to put those inside out to go ahead and sew them, you have two pieces that are going to look similar to each other. All right, have fun making your dogs. Let me know if you have any questions. Real here, and I doubled it, and then I stuck the pins in after I cut out the template. So I've got my ears here, two sets of ears. So when you're cutting, just make sure that you can cut two at a time if you want to. And then the same is true of the dog body. So down here, I've got two sets of fabric. I've just folded it over. Folded over the fabric, and now I'm going to cut out the dog shape. Now it's done.
Okay, we went from this, cutting out, to unpinning, and then putting the right sides of the fabric together because you're going to sew them around here.
Okay.
But you're going to leave the bottom open to turn them inside out.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Now you're going to teach me how to do that, right?
Right.
Okay. This is Mom's. Okay. This is mine. Not too bad. She says I'm not too bad at this. So you don't have to be perfect in order for it to come out okay. You can be a little bit off. See, hers is pretty perfect. Mine, not so much. But again, you can do this by hand by using a needle and thread. Right, so Mom has decided that this seam is too big. So she has cut the seam just a little bit so that you don't have as much fabric along the edges. Just FYI, she says that's a helpful hint. Yes? Mm-hmm. Yes, Mom?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, good. All right. Now, what's your helpful hint about these ears, Mom?
Whenever you have a curve when you're sewing, you should really clip, and you're going to cut right almost to where the seam is sewn.
Uh-huh.
And that'll help it hold its shape.
Okay. But you don't have to do that, right? It's just...
You don't have to, but it'll make it easier to shape it like you want it to go. Okay. You don't have to do the whole thing, just the part that's curved.
Okay. And then I see you turning that inside out so that the good side of the fabric is there. And then I saw that you use the scissors.
I use the scissors. I don't poke it real hard, but I use the scissors to help turn it inside out and make the shape.
Okay. That's a good looking ear. Is that my ear?
That's your ear.
Wow, I did a
did
good
great.
job. I did.
But it's that cutting into the seam too that helps.
Okay. So it really wasn't my sewing.
No,
Is
it
that
was
what you're
good.
saying?
It was good. It really was good.
Uh-huh. Okay.
La, see?
Yeah, that looks really good.
When you're making the tail, it's the same way as making the ears. Turn the fabric right sides together. Sew 3 sides. Leave this part, the bottom, open so you can turn it out.
Okay. Good job. Oh, you're on that sewing machine. You're taking my job, Mom.
Yep.
Has discovered a problem with the tail.
This pattern has the tail very small, so you're going to have a little bit of difficulty turning it right side out.
Mm-hmm.
You may want to opt for felt ears and a felt tail if you have trouble with this.
Okay. Or just a felt tail, right?
Or, well, yeah, but it usually want it to match.
Okay.
But you can do whatever you want. That's the fun part of the dogs.
Okay. But
But
you're
take your
using the
time.
scissors.
I'm using scissors. You can use a popsicle stick. You can use a pencil. You can use anything to poke it to make it turn like you want to.
Okay.
And it'll work. You just got to take your time. Don't get aggravated.
Okay.
But just to let you know, it is a little bit of a problem to
Okay.
turn the tail inside out. Don't get frustrated. You can do this.
Okay. Yeah,
See?
I could.
We made a tail.
Oh, that's really cute, Mom. Okay. We are at the end of our sewing. You gave me some helpful hints. You're still in this chair, but it's okay. All right, so tell me what we did.
Okay. We put the 2 pieces of fabric together for the body.
Mm-hmm. And you
And-
used pins, right, to stabilize that? You had some pins in there?
I did. And also we, at the same time, put the tail
Mm-hmm.
and the ears
Okay.
and pinned them into place.
Okay.
And you have markings on your pattern where they go.
Okay.
Okay, so your dog is basically complete at this point except for stuffing him, and you've got to turn him inside out.
Okay.
Okay, so
All right, that's very
you ready
exciting.
to see how all your sewing turned out?
All right. Okay, well, we'll show you how this one comes out in just a little bit. Star in this
All right.
video. Look at that.
All
Well,
right,
that looks really cute, Mom. We did a good job.
we sure did. Now all we have to do is stuff them.
Oh, and look, she's got some stuffing there, so we're gonna stuff it up. Stuff the dog, and now the only spot down here is just his belly, and that needs to just be stitched there. All right, so Mom, can you tell us what you're doing there?
Okay, I've taken a needle and thread, and I'm just basically gonna, what they call whip stitch this.
Which just means you go
Together.
in and out,
Right,
right?
just go
Like
over,
like circling around the
just
fabric,
go
correct?
around the seam, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna make sure all of this stays inside
Okay.
when you're,
Okay. Looking good, Mom. Looking good.
Mhm.
Okay, we'll show you when it's runny. I'm going to take over here.
yes.
It's done. Look at that. Woo! Yay! Yay! It's done. Okay, so that way when you pin down your design of your dog and your ears and your tail, what you're doing is you're gonna cut out 2 of the same kinds of, I don't know. Okay, so when you are dealing with the fabric, what you want to do is you want to pull it out. And then, no. Okay. Okay. Not what I meant. What I meant was, okay. And then pin down your Okay.
Alright, you want to try again?
Yes. I think you should look over there and show that she's
Sleeping. Just sleeping.
um
Alright.
okay. The other side. So make sure that when you fold over the fabric, that you're folding it over appropriately. My mom's real tired from making that dog, so she's snoozing a little bit today. Okay.
Hi. Hi. Hey, excuse me, you didn't do any sewing.